sins which cause for this lengthy exile. Nimtzasarbe the many. Acheta loshen huakulo. But what surpasses every other sin, which prevents the redemption from coming, is a sin which relates to our speech. Meikamatamim, for many reasons, and he's going to explain. Although we lag and we fail in many areas, but the primary area, which we're all delinquent, as he will show, because it's really ignorance, but nevertheless, it's still an expression of sinas chinam. And just as the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed when it stood because of unwarranted hate, so until that sin is corrected, it definitely is not going to be rebuilt. And this was the impetus for the Chafetz Chaim to author his work, Chafetz Chaim, to acquaint us and to teach us that we should be sensitized and understand what exactly is permitted and what's forbidden. And where we have failed, even if a Jew does something inadvertently, there's a degree of culpability. It's not as one who violates deliberately or defiantly, but there is liability. We are culpable. So it has to be corrected. But Ein Amoretz Chosid. The Amoretz were ignorant. So that was the impetus which precipitated the creation of this work, which the Chafetz Chaim put together. It's a compilation and his elucidation, clarifying what is permitted and what's not permitted. Achacheta loshen hualkulo. The sin which relates to the tongue, to the speech, surpasses them all. Nekabatamim or echod. Firstly, kevon shezeh hoyikar the sibas kavosenu. The main reason, the primary reason why we were exiled, Moshe Venu B'Gemara Yumo Yushalmi, as we brought from the Bavli and Yushalmi, Imkain Kol Kamishal Nira L'Sakin Zeachet, until we correct the sin, this failing, the spiritual deficiency. Ech Tuchal Lios Gula. How is it possible that there could be a redemption? It's like, the judge says, you'll be released from prison, from being incarcerated. Once you repaid it, you return the stolen item. You have to divulge where you hid the theft, and the man is not willing to do it. The moment you tell us where it is, we let you out. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, until you correct this problem, sinas chinam, I'm not coming back. It's interesting, we find by Kabbalah Torah, the Torah says the Jews camped at the foot of the mountain. And the Midrash makes a point, it should say Vayachnu. In the plural, they camped. Yichan is in the singular. Why? To tell us that at that moment, when they camped at the foot of the mountain, they were Ki'ish Echod B'Leiv Echod. They were like one person committed to one perspective, one objective. We were unified. Why is it important for the Torah to tell us that we're unified? Why is this a important, crucial piece of information before we talk about we becoming God's nation, before Kabbalah Torah? Why is it so important for us to know that we had this level of unification? Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Echod, as we say always. To have a relationship with Echod, one, you have to reflect that characteristic of Echod. That's unity. So the Torah is telling us the only reason why we qualified at that moment to be worthy of being taken as the Am Hashem, as the Goy Kadosh, was only because we projected that characteristic of God, which is unity, achdus, unification. We were unified. What is sinas chinam? Sinas chinam fractionalizes us. We don't reflect that. Hashem says, when you correct the basis for the destruction, then we can talk about getting back together again. You haven't recovered. You haven't regained that posture. Your posture has to reflect my posture, which is echad in the absolute sense of unity.